In this episode, we discuss 5 reggae EPs or short albums from 2019 that you, a reggae fan, or maybe someone who's just getting into reggae music, should be listening to right now. Hello everyone, I'm Gideon St.Helen from Irie Roots Reggae Reviews, where we take a deeper look into the nuts and bolts of reggae albums. The next 2 EPs are not really EPs per se. The first album has 10 tracks and the other one has 14 tracks. However, we consider them EPs or short albums because only half of the tracks are vocal tracks. The other half are live dub arrangements of the song.
I wanna judge the soldiers. I wanna judge the soldiers. Come to break them barriers down. Well, we say, ooh yeah, na na na, whoa, oh well. Hey, yo, I wanna judge the soldiers, yeah. I wanna judge the soldiers, come to break them barriers down, well. I wanna judge the soldiers, yeah. I wanna judge the soldiers, come to break them barriers down, well. Say we in a this year, say the beautiful creation. Why? It's like I'm singing to every nation to chant down Babylon. In this year beautiful creation. Whoa. It's like I'm begging every nation. Hey, we're living in a serious time. So much crime. Every day I gon' fight. Me say walk me to the love them see forget. One day I know them deeply regret. I saw the thing said. I walk with Jaja, so everything check. Yes, Jaja lovers never fail I yet.
The songs you just heard were the brethren songs like a cross between Kabaka Pyramid and Luciano, with Soldiers and Beautiful Creation from the 2017 album Militant by Junior Natural and the legendary Jamaican dynamite duo of producers Sly and Robbie. Junior Natural, then 22 years old, he teamed up with the legends after he met Robbie Shakespeare in a parking lot where he auditioned for Robbie. Junior Natural born Theodore Lindstrom is a Swedish reggae artist who's been at it since he turned 8. I don't know how I had not heard of Junior Natural before the EP that we'll discuss here, but if you came out of nowhere and somebody handed you a CD or vinyl of Militant, you would think that this artist was one of the greats of the late 80s and 90s roots reggae scene, after the school of Luciano, Bushman, and his other deeper raspy roots voices. The EP that we're talking about here is Get Active, and which Junior Natural is 25 years old now, teamed up with Zionite Productions. Zionite Productions, which is led by David Jaddy Goldfine, is 1/3 of Zionite Kings, the powerhouse and gold standard in modern roots reggae music. 2 words to describe the EP Get Active: perfected craft. Only 25 and he has the voice of an artist who has been at this thing for a while. On the song Moving On, you can hear the clear influence of Luciano on Junior Natural's vocal style, which is more obvious. You could also hear a more subtle influence of Lutan Fyre's vocal dynamics, not necessarily Lutan Fyre's tone, but the way he ends each line on the song Life Is For Real. We asked Junior Natural about how he has been able to develop such a mature song so young and about his musical influences. He told us, I have been singing and playing from a very young age. I grew up in a musical family. Later part of school, I did go to a music-oriented school. I've been singing and playing with various musicians, song systems, etc. from an early age. He says, I love this and I learn something every day. Speaking about vocal influences, Junior Natural told us simply, enough influences. There are too many vocal influences to mention. Growing up in the late 90s, I think automatically that era of conscious reggae music has been a great influence. Regarding his motivation for the EP, he told us that the motivation was and still is to give praises to Jah the Almighty musically. He said, the world situation and all the crises on the surface of this earth is a motivation in a way. He also said, to really know that Babylon is fallen is a motivation. He continues, The fact that the great musician Ja David of Zion High Production contacted me about doing this work together was a big motivation. He says it all happened naturally. The EP has 5 vocal tracks and 5 dub versions of these tracks that really showcase the musicianship of the players of instruments and the pedigree of the producers and engineers associated with Zion High Kings. I'm reading and paraphrasing somewhat from the media release for the album about the 5 songs. It says, the opening song, Get Active, it sets the tone for the album and admonishes the listener to get busy with living and not waste time hesitating. Moving On follows with a lilting keyboard riff that rings like an acoustic xylophone. Junior Natural looks to brighter days ahead, while today's leaders, he says, still are fighters as if we appear to free. Still Watching features Pressure Bass Pipe, is a popular and well-established VI roots reggae artist. While day-to-day challenges may be full of trials and tribulations, a strong faith provides the reason to struggle on for survival.
See Jah first and everything will come. Rastafari. Life is for real, don't you take it for granted. Love I can feel, still so much for an hatred. Life is for real, don't you take it for granted. Love I can feel, still so much for an hatred. Dep on a level, music for the youths and the elder, mother, father, brother and sister, music for the listener. We sure also the thinker, messages for him and her. Only follow the teaching of the mighty first. Cool thyself in a Jah nature, cause the fullness can't be in a church. No, seek Jah first and everything will come after. Jah first and everything will come after, yeah. Seek Jah first and everything will come.
Now that incredible song, Life is For Real, that you just heard, is my favorite on the album. Junior Natural admonishes us that we should never take life for granted. He opens with, seek Jah first and everything else will come after. The production on this song is just classic Zion High Kings. Live and Reign is the final vocal on the EP. And according to the release, it exhibits the interplay of electric piano and organ that often underpins the Zion High Kings sound. As we tried to do with all the artists featured here, we asked Junior Natural about what he was hoping to accomplish with this album. He told us simply, good vibrations and good music to keep the world in balance. We really like this. So give thanks Junior Natural for this great EP, and we are looking forward to more excellent, more good vibrations, more good roots reggae music from you in the future.